Versus. Okay, so I'm trying to understand something. Like the purpose. Like, do you think it's really a purpose in watching Versus?
It's a big purpose.
So, okay.
Because everybody's inside, everybody's COVID-19 quarantine, so a lot of concerts are not going on, a lot of gatherings are not going on, and a lot of people can't go to the club like that because clubs are closed. Most of them.
Okay, so like, what's the top 3 reasons that you think Versus is needed? Like the one we watched tonight, I think it was Gucci Man and Jeezy.
Gucci Man, Jeezy. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was pretty
historic,
great.
legendary stuff.
Yes. So who do you think won?
I'm a Gucci fan, but Jeezy got him.
You think Jeezy?
A lot of hits came out of Jeezy's camp.
I don't think so.
Gucci had a lot of street hits. You know,
okay.
I knew them. I knew his songs, but the casual fan ain't gonna get most of Gucci songs. They're gonna be like, "What's going on here?" But I'm rocking to him. So, but
I liked Icy.
But overall, the body of work that Jeezy did, he had a lot of hits. He had the machine backing him. So, but Gucci the real one though. Gucci is the real one.
So okay, tell me 3 reasons why you think like Versus is needed, not just for tonight, but like in general. Like, why do you think it's like a good program?
The whole thing with Swizz Beatz and Timberland brought this to fruition was a lot of people was inside. People were getting like home. You know, what you call that? I forgot what you call that sickness when you're in the house too much and you can't get
stir crazy. And
stir crazy. So that's what was going on with a lot of people. They can't get to the club. They can't go to the concerts. They can't go nowhere. So why not bring the concert to your living room? So that's why Timberland and Swizz Beatz did it. That's number one. I gave you the other. Number 2 is people can't get out, so they cannot go to see a Jeezy concert. So why not bring the concert, and the club to your house? Because it feels like a club. You listening to all your favorite songs by the 2 of your favorite artists. It feels like a club. So.
Okay.
And number 3 is this can go past just being quarantined. I think even when outside open back up, when COVID is over, I mean they can still have a versus battle concert, which would be pretty a pretty profitable thing, I believe.
Okay.
Or even pay-per-view.
I can agree, but I mean like. One thing about, I think, being quarantined and stuff, I think we get creative. We get creative as to how we are still trying to connect with the world. I mean, just alone, because I'm going to sneak in, married topic. Being a bonus mom, I mean, I think since quarantine started, I think that has brought our family even closer. I think we do a lot of stuff with our children, but with being in the military and being bonus parents, I think it's kind of, challenging at times. And I don't think people understand, like, being a military blended family of 7 total, 5 kids and us 2. I don't think people really understand like how intense that life is. So like for me, I would say my top 3 would be I love being a bonus mom and a bio mom at the same time. I think okay, so bio mom is the biological mom. So like I have 2 daughters, you have a son and a daughter, and then we have our Utsi. I think they call it Utsi or onesie or Uzi's baby, whichever.
Utsi,
yes. Our Utsi baby. And I think that brought both of our families together with all the children and stuff. But I will say the things that I like about being a bonus parent is the ability to be a bio and a bonus mom at the same time. Because all blended families are not set up that way. Some are just bio moms with, you know, their husbands are the bonus father, or we have friends that are just you know, it's either one-sided. Basically one person is the bio parent and one person is possibly a bonus parent or what have you. But I think for me, the unique thing about being a bonus mom and a bio mom at the same time is you get to see the fluctuation of attitudes and frustrations, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly of being a bonus parent, which we can always get into those topics later. But I think what I would like to add to the pie tonight is that, you know, when you're a blended family, you have to think about the family at all times. The things that I see a lot of mistakes that happen in blended families is they'll focus on the I and my kids, my kids. Well, there's really no my, it's all. And I think that's number one, is treating everybody like family.
Yes.
Right? We're not excluded. Like there's no, oh, my two over here and your two over there. And, you know, then we just kind of, I don't know, like segregate in our household. And so I will tell you that that's like the number one thing as to being a blended family is everyone is family when, you know, his children come and visit, not his like they aren't mine, but just to put it into perspective for everybody, when my two bonus children come, this is their home. This is not a vacation spot. It's not their luxury hotel. No, they do chores. They you know, we incorporate everybody back together because that's our little moment of, you know, being a family. We don't do anything without each other. If we take family pictures, it's all of us at the same time. And I think we established that early on, that we never wanted the kids to feel segregated or feel like products of post-divorce there's an issue. My children's father, your ex-wife, and I feel like a lot of times people miss that mark in treating the children who were products of divorce separate, and that's just a big thing for me. So yeah, overall number one is definitely treating everybody like a family, loving each other as a family, the good, the bad, the ugly, disciplining everybody as a family. And you know, being divorced from my kid's father, you know, at times you have to look at it like, how do we build these children? But the thing is about being military is it's a whole nother piece to it, because we're not in the same town as our spouses or ex-spouses. We move a lot. And so there's a dynamic there that a lot of people, I don't think, understand about being a blended family in the military. So nutshell one, being a family. What you think for two? What's another thing that?
I mean, being in a blended family, especially being in the military, like you was about to hit on that with the travel piece, you have to be able, and this is what a lot of, and I'm just going to hit on this topic with males, even some females, with being not in their kids' lives and using excuses to not be in the kids' lives. Well, the military got me here, and I can't, or I can't drive all those miles and all that. That is complete foolishness. If you got the means, you have the means. If you can get up every day and put gas in your car and get a paycheck on the 1st or 15th, you can get up and down that road to find a way to see your kids. Do that. Be in your kids' lives at any means necessary. Like Malcolm X said, any means necessary, you need to be in your kids' lives, period. Don't use any kind of excuses. Don't say you can't do something when you know you can. If you can find a way to buy the things that you want in your household, you can find a way to get yourself down and see your kids and bring them to wherever you're at, or you can go to wherever they're at.
Or meet halfway,
or work it out. Those types of things. And let me tell you, your spouse or whatever they saying and doing, and I can't be around that person. Your kids have nothing to do.
Exactly.
Your kids have nothing to do with that person that you not with anymore, that has nothing to do with you and your kids' relationship.
And I would say, like, you hit on a very good point. Like, I think one major thing is we get, as adults, I've seen it where we get so caught up in, I don't like this person, or this person acts like that. And at the end of the day, you got to sit back like that's really not important. You know, you don't have to be best friends with either of the exes, but you have to take into accountability. And I talk about this when I'm talking to other bonus moms. You have to be accountable for what you are doing with another woman's child. I think we lose that mark, whether you like the woman or not, the ex or the baby's mamas or whatever, all that stuff, right? That's not where you need to be putting your focus. You need to understand that this woman is truly, you know, taking a lot to say, I gotta leave my kids with this other woman, and I may not know her. Or vice versa, if it's the guy, you know what I'm saying? You're leaving them in the care of another man. So I think for me, I think that has always been my focal point. At the end of the day, it's not about really the adults. It's about looking at it from another mother's perspective. Whew, that might be a tough pill to swallow. I know for me, I want to be comfortable knowing that at least the woman that is watching my child or what have you has their best interest at heart. And that takes a lot as a mother. And I think sometimes the feelings and emotions aren't expressed properly. Most of us as mother are very territorial over our little cubs because those are our babies, and we are breaking away from what is normal in our household, and they're going to another household. And so I would just say, ladies, if you're that type of person that is more concerned about the new wife or the new you know, situation or whatever,
new husband or
husband or whatever, don't focus so much on the individual unless they are causing harm to your child or belittling your child or discrediting you in front of the child. Try to focus on understanding that you have to be willing to let a relationship be built. It can't just be one-sided. But then on the flip side of that, the ladies who are the bonus moms or step parents or however you want to call in your family, you have to understand that this woman, she may or may not really have an attitude with you. She's just territorial over her kids. It might just be, it's hard for people to let their children go into other unknown territories, and that's okay. I think that's a really serious topic that we don't discuss. Is the mother is really entrusted in you as the bonus mother to be accountable for her children, to be the person that feeds them, that nurtures them. If she is not present, you're the next person, mother figure, never to replace the mother, all right? But that mother figure, that she just needs that comfy zone. And I think we owe that as bonus mothers to the biological mothers to say, hey, we might not see eye to eye every day, and we might not ever be in this happy little place, but I got your kids. I'm going to take care of your kids. I'm going to nurture them. I'm going to treat them as if they were my own. Biologically, no, they're not my own. But you should never treat your child better than your bonus children, nor should you discredit the mother for what she has done. Because if those babies are alive and healthy and all those great things, give props where props is due. And I will totally tell you, at the end of the day, I think that's something that we will discuss later on as we go on with our channel, is bonus moms, you have a role to play too.
Yeah, good points. Good points. Just like bonus dads have roles to play. If you're out there and you're a bonus dad, just like myself, a bonus dad to two beautiful little girls. Those are my daughters. So I could tell you this, guys. When you're in those kids' lives, make sure that you are a figure in the house. Don't just be there. You know.
That's a good point. Make
sure that you're a figure in the house. Don't allow time to pass by. You're not building a relationship. You know, do something with the kids. Whatever they like to do, you know, make sure you go to the practices. Make sure you go to the school events. Daddy-daughter dances. Daddy, you know.
We know the father or the stepfather or bonus father is not engaged with his
No.
stepper bonus children. And
No.
remember that one couple we knew? It was really strange. I didn't understand it. Like, how does that work?
I couldn't do it. So if you're living in the house, you're living in the house with the kids. You should not be just sitting around, just watching time pass by. You be like, oh,
I'm with your mom, but not you.
I'm with your mom. It just, I see you there, but I'm not doing anything. That's crazy to me, because at certain points of time, you need to be the father figure in those kids' lives. Absolutely. Because on a day-to-day basis, they see you, the bonus dad, in the house every day. So there should be some kinds of relationship there, period.
Yeah. No, I think that's a very good point. And so I think for tonight, I think we hit on some really good topics. As everybody know, our channel is a blend of me taking over the man's cave with marital topics and kind of learning about the bonus, not the bonus, but the man cave lifestyle. So tonight I learned that Verzuz is very important. It helps with the quarantine struggles. And it also brings almost like a nostalgic event back to the forefront for those who are not able to attend concerts, but also remember some of the cool like jams from back in the day. And now about 1 million, how many were
it was almost like 2 million online, like
people were able
watching
to
Verzuz
on something.
A legendary event. We're gonna get legendary Jeezy, Gucci Man. Those guys have beef, and it could show you something. Like if you have enemies from 15, 20 years ago, you're like 40 now. Like,
like let it go.
Come on, man. We shouldn't be talking about the same stuff when you get older. That's just way you grown woman, grown men. Yeah. Squash the beef. Stop the foolishness. Work it out some kind of way, especially if you're family. Especially if you're like best friends for a lifetime, and you just fell out over some foolishness.
So were they best friends or something?
They were great friends. They had a song called "So Icy." The song, "So Icy" was number one. That song went number one.
I think we should go listen to
that. Still, yeah, we should go listen to that. so like it ended tonight. They ended tonight with playing that song, and both of them got on the song and jammed out like grown men. And it somehow, I don't know if it's all the way squashed, but they somehow squashed it, and they said, hey, we going to the club tonight. Everybody come down and hang with us tonight. So it's like they came together. And I think they lost a lot of money and probably a lot of publicity beefing. Imagine if they would have been doing songs for the past 20 years together.
That makes me think, we'll talk about that later, like the Tupac and Biggie type of situation where, it's sometimes better to put your differences aside and collaborate together and build an empire and everything. Life is too short. And so with all that said, I think bonus moms and bonus dads, squash the beef if there is beef. And Verzuz was thebombs.com.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
On Real Talks with LaBern in the Man Cave.
It is actually called Married in the Man Cave.
That's right.